Kanada, nekada simbol modernog svijeta, je pod vodstvom vaše kvazi liberalne čizme proteklih mjeseci postala simbol kršenja temeljnih ljudskih prava i građanskih sloboda. Gledali smo kako konjima gaze žene, kako samohranim roditeljima blokirate bankovne račune, da ne mogu platiti djeci školovanje, da ne mogu platiti lijekove, da ne mogu platiti račune za struju i vodu, da ne mogu platiti rate kredita za svoje domove. Za vas su to možda liberalne metode. Međutim, za mnoge građane svijeta to je diktatura najgore vrste. Budite uvjereni da građani svijeta, udruženi, mogu zaustaviti svaki režim koji želi uništiti slobodu građana, bilo bombama, bilo štetnim farmaceutskim proizvodima. Hvala.
By using funny terms like socialism, they're not. They're communist. Don't ever forget that.
He saw our disagreements and debates as weakness. But what he has never understood is that the rigors of debate, that forceful civic engagement, is what makes us strong. And that democracy, at its best, will always be stronger than authoritarianism. But if we're going to be honest, and we need to be honest in this place.
Based on Article 195, out that it would have been more appropriate for Mr. Trudeau, Prime Minister of Canada, to address this House according to Article 144, an article which was specifically designed to debate violations of human rights, democracy and the rule of law, which is clearly the case with Mr. Trudeau. Then again, a Prime Minister who openly admires the Chinese basic dictatorship, who tramples on fundamental rights by persecuting and criminalizing his own citizens as terrorists just because they dared to stand up to his perverted concept of democracy, should not be allowed to speak in this House at all. Mr. Trudeau, you are a disgrace for any democracy. Please spare us your presence. Thank you.
He was asked which country he most admired and referred to China.
There's a level of admiration I actually have for China. Because their basic dictatorship is allowing them to actually turn their economy around on a dime and say, we need to go green as fast as we need to start investing in solar. I mean, there is a flexibility that I know Stephen Harper must dream about, of having a dictatorship that he could do everything he wanted, that I find quite interesting.
Trudeau's rivals pounced on that, saying it proves he admires dictatorship.
His answer demonstrates again a long-standing position of our party that he is in over his head.
I found it a bit silly for Justin Trudeau to say that what he admired the most was a dictatorship, frankly. I've always been rather fond of democracies.
And it wasn't just politicians who condemned Trudeau's comments.
A Canadian politician said, I look for China. I'm admire of the basic dictatorship in China. That is not only shocking, that is a shame.
He and Justin Trudeau shared an emotional embrace.
Do you think Fidel Castro was a dictator?
Yes.
A little awkward pause there. Around the world, but now, as Jonathan mentioned earlier, this has become a caricature. This is this left-wing a bizarre obsession with dictators, and I don't understand it, and I don't want to get my mind wrapped around it because it's frightening to me. But I think that we can't forget what Fidel Castro did. I mean, Trudeau mentions in the statement about he did so many great things for the Cuban people. This man threw his political opponents in prison. They rounded up people and shot them. I mean, this is not whitewashing history. That's a reality of what many Cuban families face. They have fled shark-infested waters to get to the shores of Florida because of his dictatorship rule. And it's no different under his brother.
You've sold us out to globalism. Okay. You are not working for Canada. You are working for your globalist partners. I wonder how much they're paying you to betray Canada. What do we do with traitors in Canada, Mr. Trudeau? We used to hang them for treason. And you're doing that very same thing to us now. We know what you're doing.
Communist watch, communist watch. No, why not?
Are you proud of you ruined families! You're responsible for death! There's blood on your hands! Passports disproportionately affect black Canadians. Your employees don't want to get the vax! Boo! We don't want a two-tier society! Boo! You psychopath!
Look at this, chased out of Surrey. Wow.
Nobody wants you here, you monster!
How many jabs? How many boosters?
How many boosters? Are you proud of the two-tier society? And you're responsible for it?
I thought you were against segregation.
You said you were against passports! You were against vaccine passports!
Boo!
Ever! You fucking goof!
Shame on you, Justin.
Shame! 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 Shame!
You're segregating Canadians. You're dividing us.
For your bad luck, you fucking loser! You support communism! I hope you're starting to get scared, buddy. I really do. Because you're a fucking goof. Plus, it was a decoy. And they didn't want anyone to ask real difficult questions, so... Piece of shit! Piece of shit! Yet again. We're concerned Canadians! Talk to us, you coward!
Karma's a bitch! And she's coming for you!
Smiles and selfies, but hey, at least you have a nice tie, right? We hope your G7 party was fun without your mask! The story is gonna be...